Hi ladies, thanks for joining me. My name's Anne, I'm a naturopath, nutritionist and herbalist, and I've got a special interest in helping ladies through their menopause transition using natural medicine, lifestyle, dietary changes. I actually love seeing women get through this stage of their life relatively unscathed and enjoy, just enjoy seeing people not going through all those symptoms that we all seem to see or experience. So if you're viewing, I'd love to know where you're from and just say hi. So today I thought I'd touch on another health aspect that actually influences us around this time of life, and now more than ever we need to look after our health and immunity because, we all know why. All our body systems function individually but affect us as a whole. So if one system's not working properly, it'll affect our whole body and our overall health. So today I want to talk about the thyroid gland and basically hyperthyroid. And what the gland does and how it works. And the thyroid gland is basically at the base of your neck, and it's a butterfly-shaped gland, and it's a vital hormone gland, and it plays a big role in metabolism, growth and development. And it produces three hormones: triiodothyronine, T3, and it's T4 or thyroxine, and calcitonin. And the thyroid works in conjunction with the pituitary gland, which basically tells the thyroid when to release more or less hormones into the bloodstream to help the body regulate and return to balance, homeostasis, which is what the body likes to do. It's a feedback loop. And for example, if your body needs more energy for growing, or if you're cold, it will tell it to produce more hormones. And if the thyroid's not getting the essential hormones, nutrients that it needs to make these hormones, then you can become hyperthyroid, which is an underactive hormone where the gland's no longer producing the necessary hormones, or the hormones are not being properly converted by the body. And then this leads to a slower metabolism, which can cause weight gain, fatigue, constipation, intolerance to cold, and overall sluggishness. And women are far more susceptible to hypothyroidism than men. And this is where your thyroid can actually get overlooked at this stage of life, because it really mirrors a lot of the menopause symptoms. So really, you're not really sure if it's menopause or it could be your thyroid. And some of these symptoms that are very similar can be muscle weakness, poor memory and concentration, depression, dry hair and hair loss, dry skin, and losing the outer third of your eyebrows are really a big teller. In irregular periods. And sometimes you have a feeling of despair or not being bothered. That's another symptom of thyroid issues. And now there's also genetic factors associated with hypothyroidism, and some people can be more susceptible, and certain groups of people can be more susceptible than others. And factors that can also affect your thyroid include prolonged stress, which we all know is a big factor in a lot of different diseases, high levels of estrogen, and also smoking. Any disruption in the pH balance can also lead to thyroidism, as well as those nutritional deficiencies in your iodine, your zinc, your selenium, vitamin D and iron, and these can also trigger thyroid issues. And because these nutrients are needed for cofactors to make the hormones. When your body's inflamed due to excess toxins and conditions such as intestinal permeability, leaky gut, an overworked liver, you can become more susceptible to diseases such as hypothyroidism. Gluten and dairy, any intolerance in that can trigger hypothyroidism, as well as goitrogenic foods. Now these foods they actually impede the thyroid's ability to uptake the right amount of iodine. And these are healthy foods, and they include broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, kale, cauliflower, soy, bok choy, mustard greens. But if you're hypothyroid, you should avoid these or steam or partially cook them, because the partially cooking them actually lessens their goitrogenic properties, so they don't cause so much of an issue. Testing your thyroid, you test the TSH levels, your free T4, which is your thyroxine, your free T3, which is your activated thyroid hormone, and antibodies should be tested. And with medical pathology, the range is quite broad. For TSH, it's usually between 0.4 and 4.5. And if you're in any of that range, they'll say you're okay. But from a naturopathic perspective, we really want the thyroid, the TSH, to be between 1 and 2, and if it's greater than 2, then this may indicate that your subclinical low thyroid function and that your thyroid actually needs some support. So things that can support your thyroid are low inflammatory diets, like cutting out gluten and dairy, as I mentioned, and acid forming foods like caffeine, meat and alcohol, as well as adding in foods high in iodine, with sea salt, seaweed and eggs, essential fatty acids, your nuts, your seeds, your fish oil, your selenium, you've got mushrooms, Brazil nuts and fish, as well as reducing those goitrogen foods and soy products. And foods that are good for hypothyroidism include ones that are anti-inflammatory and antioxidants and supply the vitamins and minerals that the hormones need. And these can include all your healthy foods like your avocado, your carrot, apple, banana, kiwi, ginger, garlic, salmon, seeds, and also then some lifestyle changes to bring relaxation into your life. Hot baths, yoga, massage, meditation, and exercise in moderation. And if you aren't sure if some of these symptoms are menopause or it could be a thyroid, then testing is the best way, and I wouldn't recommend you take any supplements unless a health professional has told you that you actually need them. But your thyroid is extremely important in this time of life, so if you are experiencing some of those symptoms, I do recommend you get some testing done. I'm going to download a 7-day thyroid reset meal plan that you can try with some really tasty recipes, and there'll also be a link in there to join the Facebook group, Taming the Transition. So I hope you found some of this information helpful, and yeah, join me again and we'll talk about some different nutrition and different things that can help with this menopause journey. Okay then ladies, thanks very much for joining. Bye.